Working at school is just like any other job. You need to deal with colleagues, and everyone must cooperate to reach the goals they have planned. Among your colleagues, you'll find people who are genuinely dedicated to their work, while others are just there to get their paycheck at the end of the month. You'll also encounter those who suck up to the boss to get ahead, and people who act strangely. I've worked as a teacher for 30 years, including 12 years as a senior teacher. My responsibilities included supervising and forming a collaborative team of teachers to gain experience and achieve the best results for the students. Sometimes, the work can be exhausting, especially during appointments. I spent most of my time handling various matters like administrative issues, budgeting, and student care. Often, I was tasked with appointing heads of departments to ensure the right person was chosen. However, sometimes things went wrong. 3 years ago, I found myself in a disciplinary meeting with the head of the science department, addressing a new science teacher, Mr. Sam Darkish, who was accused of committing a serious violation. I was asked to attend the investigation the day before and received a briefing on the matter. Unfortunately, I had no time to review it due to other work commitments. So I told the head of the science department to handle it while I observed and decided on the punishment if necessary. When the investigation began, I was shocked and angry as I initially thought it was just a written warning that could lead to immediate dismissal, not police involvement. The first question from the head of the science department to Mr. Sam was whether he knew the science curriculum for each class he taught. Mr. Sam confirmed he did. Then, he was asked about the number of anatomy lessons in the curriculum. At this point, I started paying more attention, knowing that anatomy was taught in the last 2 years of study. Unlike the old days when students dissected specimens with saws and scissors, anatomy is now done through teacher demonstrations, with students taking notes. The issue with Mr. Sam was complaints from parents that he had been conducting dissections unrelated to the curriculum for 43 sessions over 6 weeks. His classes included students of various ages, from first-year middle school to older students. He used animal parts in his lessons on physics topics like force and resistance, applying these concepts to animal corpses. He demonstrated the effects of strong chemicals on animal flesh, causing it to disintegrate and appear as though it had exploded. There was no clear reason for his actions, and he never asked for budgetary approval for lab specimens. The head of the science department explained that they sourced materials from local butchers, but Mr. Darwish procured these specimens himself. On one occasion, he was reported to have a fully dissected monkey hand at home for demonstration purposes, though it was never used in his lessons. Seeing no justification for Mr. Sam's actions and recognizing the potential danger to students, I dismissed him immediately and filed a police report. A month later, Mr. Sam was arrested for illegal importation of animal parts and involvement in animal cruelty across several provinces. The most unsettling part of this ordeal was that many students were disappointed and upset about his dismissal. When I asked why, one student explained that Mr. Sam had promised to let them dissect a real human hand by the end of the term. Some students claimed he invited them to what he called the Meat Club, where he allegedly conducted human body part dissections. Whether this was a sick joke or true remains uncertain, but the students insisted he was serious. This leaves me wondering where he obtained the specimens he used in his experiments and whether all of them were truly from animals, or if some might have been human.